Hello everyone. This is the third game which has been taken from our 49th ICA chess tournament. Here this game is played by Mahi and Nilesh. So Mahi is white and Nilesh is black here. Let's see what are the good lessons we are getting from this game. So in the game, Mahi opened the game with e4, then Nilesh e5, which is king's pawn opening. Then the crazy move f4. This opening is called King's Gambit. So King's Gambit is not that much easy to play. It is one of the crazy opening. And in this game, you need to develop your pieces rapidly here. You need to gain so many tempos in this game, and it is too much tactical opening actually. So for that reason, King's Gambit opening is very fast opening. So you need very good preparation in this opening. So after F4, there are two systems. One is accepted variation and another one is decline. So here, Nilesh was going with accepted variation. He accepted this gambit here. Now, Mahi played NF3. So NF3 is a very common move here. So here we have another move also, which is bishop C4. So if white play bishop C4, then it is called bishop's variation, King's Gambit bishop's variation. So here NF3, which is a very well-known move in this King's Gambit decline variation. Now Nilesh played NC6. NC6 is a slightly dubious move here. It is not that much powerful move. Actually, black is slight better in this King's Gambit. But what happened after NC6? So black is not getting any comfortable zone in this position here. So what are the best replies from black side? Black can go with classical line, which is G5. So this is one of the best reply from black side here. Then we have H4, then G4 to attack on this one, or you can say N here E5, D6 and takes G4. These are some variations I am showing you here. Instead of G5, we have D6 reply here in the accepted variation. Why D6? Here it is stopping this knight on E5 and then G5 preparation. This variation is called Fischer's defense, which is very popular in this King's Gambit. So it is a very comfortable position from black side also and from white side, both of them. So otherwise we have an F6 also. It is also a very good reply from black side. But here black played NC6. Okay, so here it is almost equal position. So Mahi replied here D4. Here NC3 is also one of the good options. So D4 is also okay, controlling the center with the two pawns. What is controlling the center here? Now black can go with counter attack here. G5. Suppose G5. Then we have D5, G4, D takes C6, G takes F3, and it is again equal. This is one of the counter attack system here from both side here. But here in the game, black didn't play this one. Black was coming with some other ideas. Black played D5. Here Nilesh was thinking that in this game opening lines, the rapid development is very important. For that reason, he played D5 to open up the bishop diagonal immediately to create some pin maybe in future. But D5 is not that much accurate move here actually. Nilesh is little bit rushing here. He should go for counter attack here actually, which is the good reply here, or an F6. That is also fine. Good reply here. So here after D5, the correct move was to capture the pawn. That is the correct reply, to capture the pawn. So here white made one blunder here, which is NC3. NC3 is blunder. There are some reason. So first recommendation is pawn takes E4, means D takes E4, which is played by Nilesh here. Then knight takes E4. But it is very nice. There is very nice advantage for black. Now according to the chess engine, the advantage is almost 2 for black, which is easily winning. But it is not that much easy. If you are not well prepared in this opening, then you cannot figure out this kind of trap immediately on the board. As you know, it is a rapid tournament. So here after this one, Nilesh played bishop g4. which is the missed winning. This is called missed winning, means he lost his winning opportunity here. What was the winning chances here? The winning move was queen e7. Queen e7, the pin. Now maybe some of you are thinking that it doesn't matter, white can reply like that. It is matter actually, because of c2 attack. We will see some attacks are coming on c2. Okay, first of all, instead of queen e2, we know, that is pin here, so black can white can go for bishop d3, but that is also losing for white. Why? Because of f5. That, white is losing the knight, and then there is no that much fighting. So here, after queen e7, queen e2, and then bishop f5, we can see that it is coming for attack here. So here white has to save the knight, so anywhere, and then nb4. You can see that this is under attack. Now what white can do? Nothing. It is hopeless position for white, and one nice knight fork is coming here. So advantage is now 3.8 here for black here. So that was the winning opportunity for Nilesh, but I think Nilesh hasn't prepared that much here, and it is a completely new position, I think, for both of them, Nilesh and Mahi, both of them also. So for that reason, they are not well prepared here, both of them. So here Nilesh played bishop g4, which is called misdoing here, and then c3. So Mahi was trying to consolidate her position. She was thinking that I have to make one good pawn chain here by playing c3, which is not that much strong move here. Here the best recommendation was bishop takes f4. Means she has to develop her bishop quickly here, and then other bishops on b4, b5 something, then short castle quickly. These are the means rapid development means plan here. So after bishop g4, Mahi was consolidating her pawn structure here, and then nf6 by black side. Nf6 is also not that much strong move here. Black had actually some advantages. Again, the queen, this move is available on the board. That time it can create some problem for white here. So after nf6, now bishop d3 supporting this one, the knight. At the same time, white was preparing for the castle. So white was thinking that if I play bishop d3, then it will be rapid development, because in this opening it is very important, rapid development. So here after bishop d3, then n takes e4, bishop takes e4, which is equal here. Now this pawn is hanging here. So if white is able to take the pawn with the bishop, then it will be little bit comfortable zone for white. So here black is not trying to save this pawn. Black is playing bishop d7, which is very passive move, I think, even for the computer also. Why bishop d7 is very passive? Actually in this position it is not required. So black was actually thinking that white will capture my pawn and it will be double pawn, it will be very minus position. Actually it is not minus, because at the same time white will be losing the bishop pair. But in this opening, bishop pair is very important. So then if white exchange the bishop with knight, then black will be having very nice bishop pair, which will attack, which will bring very nice tactic on the board here. So here bishop d7, it is very defensive move, and at the same time very passive move also. And now white has very nice advantage. After this move the game is completely changed. Now white has almost two advantage here. Then bishop takes f4. You can see that white's bishop pair is very active in this king side attack. You can see that this king side attack very active. At the same time it is active in this file also, sorry, these diagonals. So it is very nice, almost centralized bishop pair, you can say. Now bishop e7, one more dubious move we can say. Bishop e7, actually better was to play bishop d6 to exchange the bishop pair here, at least try to fight something well here. So here, so after bishop e7, now short castle. Okay, short castle is not bad idea here. Then from black side, short castle here. Now now d5. D5 is okay, but not that much strong move here. After playing d5, white is losing some advantage here. Actually I think white was a little bit rushing here to attack on the center here. Center is actually controlled by white very nicely here. Black completely lost the center here. You can see that white's almost all of the minor pieces are towards the center. They are attacking on the center, so it is very nice control on the center by white here. And after d5, bishop c5 check, king h1, and then n e7. After n e7, still it is advantage for white. It is 1.3 advantage. Now here it is the greedy move b4. So here there is one good lesson for all of you, that always attacking moves are not good. See, when you are playing b4, that time you are giving one opportunity to your opponent. What is the opportunity? Your opponent is playing bishop. Your opponent can play bishop d6 to exchange your bishop pair. So it is not that much good actually. So don't play that kind of move which can help your opponent to consolidate, the position. That's why don't play that kind of move. So here actually the best reply was ng5. It is very nice tactical reply here. After ng5, if black plays this one h6, suppose h6, then the game is over. There is very nice tactic available, but it is little bit tough also. N h7, you can see that knight is attacking on the rook, so rook has to come here. And now we have very dangerous move, queen h5. After queen h5, the advantage is 5.5 advantage from white side. Why? Because we are seeing that bishop sacrifice is there to expose the king. Second logic, you can see there is hanging pawn here, and some checkmate patterns are coming quickly here, because this 1 2 3 4 5 pieces are attacking on the king. They're trying to attack on the king, so black cannot save the king side here, so everything will be collapsed here. So here that was one of the good opportunity. So just imagine that instead of h6, this is attacked here. So instead of h6, if you black play this one g6, then also it is good. Very nice consolidation c4, and slowly he can play this game here, like this you can say that. Let's go back. So here Mahi didn't play this move. So Mahi, after this one, Mahi was playing b4 and bishop d6. Now bishop takes bishop, so this time white lost her bishop pair here. So pawn takes bishop and n d4. n d4, trying to set up the knight on the center. It is called centralized knight, so maybe in future this knight will be controlling this square, or it will be achieving this square, we are not sure. But okay, it is okay, but this time it is equal game. So in the starting we have seen that it was winning game for black. After that we have seen that it was winning game for white, and now this time it is completely draw condition. Let's see the next ideas. Okay, f5 is not that much good move here. So why f5 is not that much good here? You can see this square is protected by the pawn, so this knight is not that much powerful on this square, on that square, for this pawn. But when when black is playing f5, that time you can see there is one outpost square for the knight, which can create some problems for black here. For that reason it is a mistake move actually. So after f5, bishop f3. So bishop f3 means bishop is trying to save the pawn and trying to control this diagonal for the future plan. So queen c7 trying to attack on the pawn here. At the same time Mahi played queen e1, which is supporting the pawn and which is attacking on the knight. So you cannot say it is bad move, it is okay. It is one of the prophylaxis move, you can say. So rook a e8, trying to support the knight and trying to make some discover attack in future by moving the knight in somewhere. So here queen d sorry n e6 was played here. So he was trying to set up her knight on the outpost square. So bishop takes e6, which is not that much strong. Then d takes e6. Here we can see that white is taking one pass pawn here. White is getting one pass pawn. In the end game it can be promoted here, but it is not that much easy for white to promote this pawn as a pass pawn here. Here we can see nc6, trying to redevelop the pieces, but nc6 is not good move actually here. So now bishop d5, trying to consolidate the position. So here white is consolidating the position and preparing for the discover attack in future. So here you can see that white has very nice position here, and this position is very strong for white. White has consolidated very well here. Now n these e7, knight is going back again and trying to attack on the bishop. So immediately white played bishop b3. Now we can see that this is very good bishop, because it is attacking on this diagonal for the future plan. Now g6 is a slight dubious move. I think black was caring about this discover check, or for that reason maybe black was trying to play g6 to set up the king here to remove the discover attack. Maybe these are the reasons, but it is waste of time here actually. Now queen d2. So queen d2 is trying to come here in future to control the diagonal. Here king g7. King g7 is a waste of time. It is not required actually. It is better to develop the pieces or try to do something with the pawns here. So king g7 and then rook d1, rook a d1. It is very nice consolidation here. You can see that it is attacking on the d6 pawn here. Now rook a d8, trying to save the pawn. But here we forgot that there is nice attack, queen d4, queen fork. Now black is going to lose the pawn here. So the correct move for black is to go here, and then after going here, so he can go for more consideration here, rook d3 and doubling something will be there. So here black played one blunder move this time, king f8, which is blunder. Now this is checkmate in 3 moves only. You can pause the video and try to figure out checkmate in 3 moves here. I hope you found checkmate in 3 moves here. You can see queen h8 check. Now black has force move here. Now e7 check. We can see that after e7 check there is nice checkmate pattern. If queen takes e7, then queen takes g8, it is checkmate. Or rook takes e7, then again queen takes g8, checkmate. Or king takes e7, then queen g7, checkmate. It is unstoppable checkmate in 3 moves from 3 variations. Okay, let's go back. But here I think Mahi had some time pressure, I think. So when king went there, so Mahi took this pawn immediately. She missed this checkmate in 3 moves here. So n c6, trying to attack on the queen, and queen is coming back to e3 and supporting the pawn, and you can see that it is trying to give check here. Queen e7, trying to stop this pawn pushing. Again consolidation, rook is coming here to support this pawn. Okay, very nice positionally. Now it is game is going to now this game is going to become positional way here. So rook c8, this rook is trying to get some space on this file here, and queen h6 check here this time. Now trying to expose the king, queen g7, and this is the time to extend the queen here, and rook takes g6. So it is completely winning for white now in the end game. In the end game, black is very weak here. You can see that white has material advantage. At the same time, white has one pass pawn, and you can see that b7 pawn is very weak pawn. It is backward plus isolated pawn, and you can see that there are 3:1 queen side attack, 3 pawns versus 1 pawn. So easily one more pass pawn will be created on the queen side. For that reason, it is very nice advantage for white. It is 5.1 advantage. Now king f6, which is not that much strong here. So e7 discover attack, and king g7 again here. Now rook d7, which is very common strategy in chess, the rook rank, sorry, 7th rank rook here. And now this pawn is hanging here. So rook b8 was played here to save the pawn here. Then bishop a4 to exchange the knight here. So bishop versus knight exchange, then it will be more easy for white to win the match here. Then king f6 again, bishop takes knight, pawn takes knight. So this position is getting more weak here. Then rook d6 check, rook fork, and trying to take the pawn here. King, then take this pawn. Rook takes e7, rook takes rook, king takes rook. Now you can see that there are 5 pawns from white side and 3 pawns from black side, and here you can see that on the queen side there are 3 pass pawns. So it is easily winning for white. So rook c7 check, king is coming to f6, rook takes h7. Then rook is coming here. It is the last hope for black to give checkmate here in the back rank. So immediately Mahi reply here h6 here, sorry, h3 here to get some space for the king here. Then rook d2 to take the pawn. So a4, rook is coming here to stop this pawn for the promotion here. So rook pawn a5, then rook c2 trying to take this pawn. Then a6. Now rook is taking this pawn, a7. Now rook is coming back to stop the promotion. It is very easy endgame actually. b5, b6 trying to connect the pawns here. So king d6 here, then b7. Now there are, there are two pass pawn which they are very close to the promotion here. So it is hopeless position for black here. So it is the last check here in the game. Then king h2, and here black resign here. The black resign the game here. So I hope everybody you learn something new in this game. Thank you for watching this video.